Okay, so just a continuation update to my last video. Everything worked out okay, even though I was bitching and complaining. I can't really remember too many of the details, but I made it into Canada not shortly after. No. I think I sat there. I was there until 5 o'clock, so it was about 5 hours I sat there. Uh, so it took me until 9 o'clock at night, a full 8 hours to make a couple $100. It was really, it was too much time, but like I've always said, you don't think about time on this job because you're living in a van. You're not going back home, so this is your house, so you're not really away from home, I guess, in that regard. So you got your food right here, you got everything, so um whatever the case may be, but it just was uncomfortable sitting in and I got lucky, I guess, because I found out that you can't in a van just wait there. They can give you a fine. So there's a better place to wait or something like that. Uh, so that I ended up getting to Alliston, Ontario. They changed the shipment address. When I got to the place, the security guard there was really short with me, and I had been driving. I had that long day, and I was tired. And man, I was pissed at that guy at first. And I go to leave, and he's like, "Hey, see you later." All of a sudden he's cheery or something. I don't know. Because I made a comment about his attitude as I left the guard shack, and he called the office and they explained, look, Mark's a good guy. You caught him after a long drive where he just had to sit, for a whole bunch of hours, and maybe he had some sympathy for me then, understood that I wasn't about to take any shit. I'm a New Yorker. I'm not taking your fucking attitude. So anyways, without getting a taste of mine, right? And you give me honey, I'm gonna give you honey back. You give me salt, and I rub salt in your wound too. I don't know. I just made all that shit up. So, anyways, um, I heard a door open. Tell you about this. I got this weird one almost done. Tell you the whole deal. Started out yesterday. I'm sitting in the park, just getting comfortable in the van, thinking like, hey, it's getting later. As soon as I got to thinking that maybe I got a date today because I found a really sweet spot in this park, it's not too bad a deal. A thunderstorm came in, it cooled down a bit. I missed my chance to get an outdoor shower because I was in Walmart when the rains came. But anyways, um, there's a lot of little details that make a neat story, but I'll try to be brief here. Um, I suddenly got this dispatch order, which is good. Let's make some money, right? Because this is the last day of the week. I can make some money, and last week was kind of light, so it's good to pad it up. This week needs some extra miles, and it wasn't much, like 500, but it was too much work for the stupid little amount of miles, culminating to my latest little bit here where I'm, get it here overnight as fast as you can. Drive overnight. Someone needs this stuff. I get here and no one knows anything. Uh, Nobody's where there's zero people where I'm trying to unload right now. It makes no sense. So what you do in these cases is just hang out until people start calling, like, where the fuck is he? Like, I've been here. You guys got to supply some better directions if you want these shipments to get to somebody someplace really fast. I have a phone number on some paperwork, which is actually what I should do right now is start getting on the phone and call. So let me get that done, or get this video done so I can get on that. Okay, so it was my first pickup at an airport, not right off the plane, which would have been cool. Like go taxi down the runway, dodge a 747. But do they even fly 747s anymore? But anyways, um, it was a nightmare. I go there. GPS doesn't lead me to the right place, but guards tell me where to go. Okay, I battle the wind, get into a place. Now I'm in a line in an office area, and it's taking forever. It looks like everybody's in hectic chaos. So I start to imagine this is going to take some time when, they're expecting me to deliver overnight. So it's kind of a bummer because I'm there by about 2 o'clock. So by 3 o'clock, I'm being waited on. Someone is, check. They start to check in the warehouse for my shipment. Someone says, "Yeah, we got it." So she says, "Okay, you've been verified. Go over." She's like, "When the ramp is clear, back your van up to the ramp. Walk in the door. They'll service you." So I wait at the ramp. 45 minutes goes by. There's been a truck sitting there parked. He finally leaves. All right, so my turn. The guy lets me know on the way. I goes, "Dude, just took an hour and a half for me." He goes, I was like, "Oh, okay, mine's just two skids." He had a bigger truck, so maybe mine's not going to be like that. No, he was trying to tell me what the deal was. So I go in there. I'm in a line of people. People have been there before. They're telling me what's up. He's like, "No, you're going to wait here." We're in a caged off area. There's people on forklifts. They're fucking going mad, crazy, almost smashing into each other, trying to unload 50 trucks, loading 50 trucks. There's freight everywhere in this place. And, it's the smell of them forklifts everywhere. There you go, right? And you can't flag anyone down. You just got to basically wait to be served. Some other guy cuts in front, and he's like, "Oh, I have live fish. I have live fish." He has some, live fish. They end up hooking him up, ask me to move my van out. Just tell me I can, move back in as soon as he moves, which I just thought was complete bullshit. So I finally agree. All right, because I'm like, "Look, I got to get to Tennessee. Yours is important, so is mine." And so I pull out. He pulls in. He gets loaded. In about 5 minutes, he's pulling out. I don't even get a wave for I could have just been belligerent and said, "No, I'm next," but I let him in, and he just takes off, no wave. But the guy was foreign. Maybe it's not, he doesn't understand, just basic, politeness that we tend to use over on this shore. Anyways, not even a big deal, right? Do I need that? No. So I don't know. I think I tend to be courteous like that, but I know when someone made the right of way for me. Anyways, so I've been waiting there. It's another hour goes by. They finally get one skid to me. A half hour, 45 minutes goes by for him to search for the second skid, which apparently was buried in the back corner, and I'm grateful they found it, I guess. So they find the skid, and next thing you know, it's like, "All right, we'll open up your van." 5 minutes later, I'm loaded, and I got paperwork being signed, and I'm out of there. Okay, so get it all strapped down. Now I need to take pictures. I need to inspect for damage and fill out a damage report if there's any damage. I didn't see any damage. I have no idea. It's just a bunch of boxes. I have no idea if it's really damaged or not, but they didn't look fucked up. They look all still wrapped up, and they look like boxes, so that aren't crushed. So as far as I'm concerned, they're okay. Now I get them in the van, so I'm on my way. It's about now 5:30. No. It's about 7 o'clock. And I'm finally on my way after getting there at 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I wasted 4 hours at that place. Like, never again will I want to take any kind of airport shipment because of that crap. So, but it's forced dispatch, so it's not like I'm going to refuse or be able to refuse if they got another one for me some other day. Anyways, with this job, you take the good with the bad. I've had other ones where you show up, you got one box ready to go, throw it in your truck, and 3 minutes later you're out of there with one box in your van. So you get the good, you get the bad. I get out down the road, and then there's some good news here. I missed all the big traffic in Chicago. Okay, pretty good. So are all the evening what do you call it? All the evening traffic. Rush hour. Okay, so I get out of there. I start driving through the night to get to Tennessee. I reach about 11:30 at night, and I can't stay awake anymore because I couldn't sleep the other night. It was too hot in the van, and I was in uncertain territory in Chicago, so I was kind of sleepy with one eye open. I never got any good sleep. I knew it was going to catch up to me. I'm going like this on the road. So I knew I had to pull over. I pulled over, and went to sleep immediately in a truck stop. Just reclined the seat, got my pillows out, and I was immediately out. It was very interesting that because I only wanted to sleep for an hour, but I had a maximum of 3 hours if I needed it. And all of a sudden, I woke up and I was exactly to the minute 3 hours. I was like, holy shit, I gotta go now. So I threw the pillows down, put the car in gear, woke up the best I could, got down the road. I needed one more gas stop, and I figured coffee would work out right. So I got down to where it was a good time to stop for gas. At a Pilot, got my Pilot coffee filled up, and got back on the road within 20 minutes. That put me about getting here at about 20 minutes after 5, a little bit after the suggested time to get here, which I believe was Eastern Standard Time. This is Central Standard Time, so it's actually going to be 6:20. They might consider that an hour late, but I got here at 5:19 a.m., 5:18. Actually, I got here at about 8 minutes after 5. Immediately, a security guard is like, "Oh, we're closed, and we're not open yet." And I'm like, "Okay, well, do you know anything about this, about that, where I go, where receiving is?" "Oh, it's only my second day. I don't really know anything." So it's like, well, I end up questioning him some more, find out what's going on, what I'm supposed to do. He doesn't know much. He's waiting for another security guard to show up and tell me where to go. But that security guard is going to be late. They've left him there to sink or swim today. So I said, okay, fine day to do that. So I wait until, I needed to fill out some paperwork in my van anyways, get the pro bill filled out. So I got that filled out. It was about 5:30, and I saw some people walking in the parking lots getting filled up with cars. So I thought, good time to walk into the building and see what's up. The door's open, so I walk into the building, and there's that security guard at a security desk. I go in and ask him more, and he still is like, okay, well, he looks at my paperwork and doesn't really know where to send me, but does notice that my paperwork says B2 for building 2, and it's listed at 1707. That was 1621. So somehow my GPS sent me to that building when it was the building across the street, like a warehouse building across the street. Okay, so he's thinking there should be a security guard there. Why don't you go there? So I'm going there. I get there. I go drive across the street. I'm here now. It's like a big square building with just dock doors on all sides. And I don't see a ramp anywhere, except in the back where it said truck maintenance. Well, come to find out, there's basically no cars in this parking lot at all. He said there should be a security guard here. There's no guard here. There's a for sale sign in the front. It says, follow signs for receiving. I follow all the way around the building. I get to one door that says receiving office. There's a giant spider web on the door. Was that last night? Or does that just nobody go ever through that door? I have no fucking idea. Right? But there's a cage just back there that looks like it's also a receiving office, but it doesn't say receiving office. But it's got all the typical signs that say drivers, chock your wheels, don't break your seal, blah, blah, blah. So I'm about to go knock on that door. I rang a bell here. Nobody came out and answered anything. So, long story short, I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing. And at this point, what I do is, I know that people will start blowing up phones about, hey, where your shipment is, are you guys late? Where are you? Well, we're where you sent us to go. If you wanted us to a specific point, to a specific person, say, go to this address exactly and contact this exact person, or go to this exact door. It's not that hard to communicate proper addresses and have the shipper or the consignee reveal where do you want this stuff. When it comes, there's going to be a van entering your property that has no fucking idea where your receiving door is, where anything is, if you're supposed to go to a different door, a different building, anything. So if you got 2 buildings, if you got a special door, if you got a special contact person, give it to us now so we can put it in the main email so he knows what to do. So you're going to get your stuff on time and no one has to scream. But every time they want to dance on the phone, they want to have a big excitement show. Where's your guy? Where's it? You're supposed to be, but it says building 7. No one's at building 7. Let's make a phone call. No one's at building 7. He's supposed to go to building 12. Nonsense. Complete fucking nonsense. Grown adults. That's bringing me to my last point. When I got to this city, my last thing was my drive here was pretty much perfect. Even despite me falling asleep and drifting outside of lanes, I made it around there was a ton of 18-wheelers. I made it safely around the trucks. But sometimes when I was alone on the road, I found myself like, oh my God, wake up, you're drifting off. And when there was a little extra morning traffic. Luckily, it was around 5 a.m. because it felt like, the traffic in Nashville was about to get hairy and gnarly. The traffic was picking up at 5 a.m. Man, drivers were ruthless. They were coming up and like brake checking you, and I just noticed a level. It suddenly seemed like I was around a level of maturity that wasn't adult level maturity in drivers, and I just kind of got a feeling about the city. I pulled into the parking lot of this place, and there's just trash. It's a business. It's a company, and they just let the employees trash the parking lot. There's a steering wheel cover. There's fucking forks, plastic forks and knives. There's old masks, disgusting shit all over there. Oh, there's litter all over the parking lot. I'm thinking, that's not fucking adults. Like, what is this? Like a fucking city of kids? I'm in Tennessee, and it just seems like you go to a place, and I'm sorry to embarrass you, Tennessee, but there's some beautiful parts to your state here, but there's some weird shit going on here. But there's weird shit everywhere in the world. There's a lot of places in the country and in the other country that I go to, Canada, that have litter everywhere, and it looks like people don't give a shit, which is weird. So that is my story today for 20 minutes of blabber salad here. I'm going to get to a door here, a shipping ramp. An email just fired in, so we got to check that. And here, I'll give you a look at this building. It says receiving office there. It's a giant building here. Let's turn around here. Going off to the side there. Let's get turned around here. Sunshine in our eyes. Look see, there is no one around here. Not a soul. But here's a ramp, so that's probably where they would unload me. So I'm going to put my van right around here. Nice, easy does it over the speed bump. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's a door over there with an open cage door. I'm going to try to go in there and see what the hell's going on. Although there's nobody here. So I'm thinking this is going to be ridiculous, even though I was told there should be a security guard at this building, and we're going to call whatever's on our paperwork here. So, okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching again. We'll see you soon. Wear your social distance mask, and have a good day.